Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in a video today, and the Houston Rockets take a tough loss to the Sacramento Kings for the second time in a row, 114 to 114 and 139. Yeah, it was a tough loss for the Rockets tonight. Tough third quarter, really killed the Rockets. I would say this second half, the first half that the Rockets had, extremely, really great first half that the Rockets had. Good ball movement, good basketball, knocking the three down on many occasions, many players shooting the ball well. And in the starting the second half, it really collapsed. You went into halftime down 3. And then you got outscored in the third quarter, 43-26. You really just got I don't know. I don't have no words for what happened in that third quarter. The Kings got hot. They could not miss. And then in the fourth quarter, the Rockets, they tried many times to make a comeback. I think they even managed to get it down to at least like 11 at one point, and it just wasn't enough for the Rockets. I want to talk about, another disappointment for the Rockets tonight was Jalen Green. And I know that sounds crazy when he scored 25 points in the first half. But Jalen Green, man, he in the first half, he's looking like he's about to have his best game of his career. If he keeps that up, has 25 points in the first half. That's his most points in a half. So that's his, most points he's ever scored in a half. And then in the second half, he only scored 2 points. But good for the Rockets is that Jalen Green stopped playing good, and Jabari Smith had one of it, if not his best game of his career, one of his best games of his career. He scores 27 and 8 rebounds, gets a career high, and 3 blocks. And it doesn't really matter because the Rockets got blown out. But, I thought Jabari Smith showed us some really good things tonight for the Rockets. Other starters besides Green and Jabari, who had 27 each, you have Alperen Şengün getting 14 points and 7 assists and 6 rebounds and 4 steals for Şengün. Wow. Gordon with 9 and 6 assists. And then KJ with 6 points, 2 threes for 1 3 for KJ. Okay, I get that now. 1 3 free throws. Okay, so KJ finishes with 6 off the bench. No, I feel like it's crazy how this far into the video I haven't talked about this, but let's talk about before, because I see some of those bench players that did get ejected. The scruffle that happened between the Rockets and the Kings tonight. We had 2 ejections for the Rockets, 2 ejections for the Kings in a play that was on a sort of fast break for the Kings. Garrison Matthews, just being the aggressive player he is, did not mean to make a hard push. He was not wasn't intentional, and he pushed Malik Monk, and then Malik Monk out of anger went towards Garrison and knocked the ball out of his hands. Garrison did not like that, got up in his face, had words for each other. Then the two teams kind of just just kind of like a whole altercation. A couple players for the Rockets came off the bench. I hope it doesn't lead to suspension, because possibly if the NBA could, I don't think Jalen Green would get a suspension, because he does come off the bench, and you do get suspended if you come off the bench on an altercation. Jae'Sean Tate came off the bench, but it's not like they were doing anything bad. They were just peacemakers. But still, even if you're trying to make peace, you can't come off the bench on an altercation. But after they have ejected Matthews and Tari Eason, who was involved on that scruffle too. And then for the Kings, they ejected Malik Monk, the player who knocked the ball out of Garrison's hands, and then Metu, who was also involved as well, kind of like Tari Eason. So I think it'll be very interesting in the next 24 hours to see if any suspensions come for either teams. I don't think it will, but it's definitely possible. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, we saw that crazy suspensions with the Magic and the Pistons off because of that fight slash, mostly it was like a sort of it was like a punch to the back of the head, Killian Hayes to Wagner, on that Heat Pistons game, but then a bunch of the players for the Magic came off the bench, and you're not allowed to do that. And 2 Rockets did that tonight, so we'll see if possibly Jalen Green or Jay Sean can get suspended. I hope not, but I think that's something to look at. And the NBA definitely will review that. Let's talk about the Rockets scores off the bench. The Rockets' high scorer was the guy that got ejected, Garrison Matthews, with 8 points. He played really good when he was on the court. Only played 9 minutes. Probably would have played a little more if he didn't get ejected. Was playing some great defense in this one, had 2 steals, hit 2 threes. Garrison in the last 2 games has been great. 8 points in 9 minutes. I was really impressed with Garrison Matthews tonight. And the aggressiveness by Garrison, as always. That was not a dirty play at all by Garrison. And the only reason I could see him being suspended, which I don't think it happens, Garrison will not be suspended. I think the only chances for suspension could be maybe one of the guys that came off the bench or maybe one of the guys for the Kings, but I doubt it. But Garrison had a great game tonight when he was on the floor. Tari Eason, the other guy that got ejected, had 7 points and 3 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 steal. Then Tate had 6. Hopefully he doesn't get suspended. I don't think, because at the same time, he came off the bench, but he's not doing anything bad. He was just trying to get the 2 teams away from each other. So hopefully Tate is available on Sunday. So he had 6. Then Josh Christopher got some minutes tonight. Love seeing Steven Silas give some minutes to Josh Christopher. He had 5. Then Boban with 3 points in 4 minutes with a free throw make and a layup. Then you got, I think that's it. Garuba had 2, and that was really it. Go over the Kings scores real quick. They had 3 starters with 20+. Terrence Davis with 22. Fox with 24. Sabonis had 19. That's not 20, and then Barnes had 27. So they had 3 with 20, and then they had 1 with 19. Sabonis had 19 points, 16 assists, and 15 rebounds. So I don't think he's too upset that he didn't get 20 because he had 19 points, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 16 assists, and 15 rebounds. Trey Lyles had 13 off the bench and 15 from Malik Monk. 15 points in 15 minutes and got ejected. So yeah, that's really it for the video. Plus that tonight for the Vipers, the Rockets G League team, Ty Washington dropped 53 or 50. It's either 50 or 53. I think 53. 53 points and 10 rebounds and 12 free throws for the G League Vipers. So hopefully, I think Ty Washington will probably be coming up and be available for the next game. And, I don't want it to happen, but if we were to maybe get to some suspensions, maybe we get some Ty action on Sunday? I don't know. But congrats to Ty because I know Ty Washington deserves to be on the floor for the Rockets, but I love how they sit him down in the G League and it builds his confidence, and then he goes and drops 40 or 50 there, and then he comes back after 1 or 2 games with the Vipers and is very confident with the Rockets now. So I'm really excited for that. And you guys, let me know what you guys thought on the Rockets game tonight. Jalen Green's 25 first half points, but only finished with 27. Jabari getting a career high 27. The scruffle at the end in the fourth quarter. And then not only the scruffle, but what about Ty Washington dropping 53 in the G League? You guys let me know what you guys think about those 4 things, and that's it for the video and the post game sorta. And let's go Rockets. Hopefully, we don't lose by 20 the next one, but another one of those games where the Rockets have a successful first half or 3 quarters, whatever it is, and have a bad quarter, get outscored massively, and get blown out when it was a much closer game before. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts on the game, and peace out. Go Rockets.